We feel cautiously optimistic that we will have a vaccine by the end of this year and as we go into 2021.
Top U.S. infectious disease expert Dr. Anthony Fauci again signaled hope for a vaccine in the coming months at a House congressional panel on Friday. Fauci, who testified alongside the CDC director and the assistant secretary at the Department of Health and Human Services, addressed concerns that the vaccine trials were moving too fast.
I know to some people this seems like it is so fast that there might be compromising of safety and in scientific integrity. And I can tell you that is absolutely not the case. And when a vaccine becomes available, it's important for their own health and for the health of the country to take that vaccine.
Democrats in the committee, like Chair Jim Clyburn, sought to hold the Trump administration accountable for what they saw as a failure in leadership on the virus.
But rather than immediately bringing our nation together to tackle the problem, the Trump administration downplayed the crisis, ignored scientific experts, and deferred to states and the private sector to lead the response.
While Republicans said the Trump administration has provided effective plans for schools and employers.
We've seen so much work being done in this plan, and I keep going back to it because I know some people want to deny that this plan exists. This is just a small part of President Trump's plan to combat the coronavirus.
One Republican, Representative Jim Jordan, a staunch Trump ally, grilled Fauci and pushed for his opinion on whether anti-racism protests should be curbed or eliminated to control the pandemic.
Should we limit the protesting?
Well, I'm not in a position to determine what the government can do in a forceful way.
Well, you make all kinds of recommendations. You make comments on dating, on baseball, on everything you can imagine. Government stopping people from going to church, Dr. Fauci?
Yeah. I'm not favoring anybody over anybody. I'm just making a statement that's a broad statement that avoid crowds of any type, no matter where you are, because that leads to the acquisition and transmission. And I don't judge one crowd versus another crowd.
Fauci's testimony comes at the end of a month when the U.S. coronavirus death toll rose by almost 25,000 and cases doubled in at least 18 states, according to a Reuters tally. The United States has recorded more than 4 million infections so far, and the total number of deaths has risen to more than 152,000.